recognized symbol of excellence in sports entertainment.
Gotmark76 this week, 1990.
Climbing up to the top rope, he missed a maneuver earlier in the contest.
He's going up again, Mark.
He leaves and
he
nails
nailed
an
it.
elbow. Goes for the cover. Referee counts 1, 2, and 3.
It's over.
Sting has defeated the Nature Boy Ric Flair. And welcome to another exciting edition of World Championship Wrestling on the Gotmark76 YouTube channel. As you saw at the top of the program last week, the historic Great American Bash is in the books. Nature Boy Ric Flair will no longer be able to challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship, while Sting is NWA World Champion. That was just one of many results, including Doom retaining the World Tag Team Championship against the Rock and Roll Express. And thus, they are in a non-title match this week against Tommy Rich and the Z-Man, who are looking to make a mark in the tag team division here in World Championship Wrestling. Also last week, the Total Package Lex Luger successfully defended the U.S. Heavyweight title against Mean Mark. The Midnight Express successfully retained the U.S. Tag Team Championship. Flying Brian retained his World TV title. And Dr. Death Steve Williams' mystery partner was none other than former enemy Terry Bam Bam Gordy. What a match that was, and of course the whole world is talking. The entire broadcast, the brawling of Stan Hansen and Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. The winner of that match was supposed to get a future U.S. title match. I am being told that a decision will be made in the next couple weeks regarding who will get a a U.S. title match. As Tommy Rich going to work on Ron Simmons, the former standout from Florida State University, and firing away with a big right hand is Tommy Rich, the former NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Into the turnbuckle goes Tommy Rich, charging in the clothesline. In the corner, takes Tommy Rich down. The Z-Man had an unpleasant experience last week at the Great American Bash. He was the victim of one Big Van Vader, and I'll tell you what, I look forward to seeing Big Van Vader in the ring again. Just an awesome specimen as Ron Simmons has Tommy Rich up for a power bomb, it looks like. He's walking him and throws him into the turnbuckle, and down goes Wildfire Tommy Rich, who desperately makes a tag, and here comes the Z-Man. Charges and takes down Ron Simmons. A drop kick takes Simmons down again. Oh, but Z-Man walked right into a knee and a series of kicks by Simmons, and Doom now back in control. Into the turnbuckle goes the Z-Man. Simmons follows suit, tags, and rams the head of the Z-Man into the foot of Butch Reed. And now Reed stopping away on the Z-Man. And now a submission maneuver, a single leg crab on Z-Man. But Z-Man able to position his body and get out of the maneuver. And Z-Man now going to work back on the natural Butch Reed. Throws him into his corner. Charges. And a monkey flip out of the corner. Tossed over is Butch Reed. The Z-Man pulls up Reed. He runs and charges with a bulldog. Takes Reed down. What does Z-Man have in store here? Reed back to his feet. Z-Man with a swinging neckbreaker takes the natural Butch Reed down. Goes for the cover. This would be a huge upset. 1, 2, and broken up by Simmons. And now all four men in the ring. Overhead belly to belly suplex by Tommy Rich. This is the opportunity that Rich and Z-Man need if they want to upset Doom here. This is a non-title match. But one would assume if they get a victory today, that would put them in World Tag Team title contention. Z-Man firing away with a series of left hands, and Butch Reed is in trouble. Ron Simmons on the outside. Butch Reed could not make a tag if he wanted to. Reed trying to come back. And a big red hand takes down the Z-Man. Teddy Long's going bananas at ringside, throws a steel chair in the ring. Maybe to try and break the momentum, getting his team disqualified just to walk away here. Long up on the apron, Z-Man in the corner, charges clothesline by Butch Reed, down goes the Z-Man. But the Z-Man rolls out of the way. Ron Simmons is still down, there he is, he's coming back into our screen. And now Butch Reed back in control, and the Z-Man in trouble. Reed lines him up in a big left hand, takes the Z-Man down. And a big shoulder block, and the Z-Man goes down. Butch Reed has this match won, does not go for the pinfall, makes a tag, and here comes Ron Simmons. Simmons picks up the carcass that is the Z-Man. It's all academic from here, as Butch Reed with a big forearm, all he has to do is pin Z-Man, and Doom will win the match, but he wants to inflict more punishment. No! The Z-Man rolls out of the way! Reed was going for a football tackle, the Z-Man rolled out of the way! Side headlock takedown by the Z-Man! Don't count the Z-Man out of this match yet! The Z-Man climbing the top rope, what's he have in mind here? Could it be that missile dropkick? Simmons getting back to his feet! The Z-Man set, perch, flies, and hits the missile dropkick off the top rope. The Z-Man goes for the cover. This would be a huge upset. 1, 2, and 3. And your winners, the Z-Man and Wildfire Tommy Rich. What an upset. And this has to put the Z-Man and Tommy Rich in World Tag Team title contention. I am shocked. I never thought for a minute that Z-Man or Tommy Rich couldn't pull off the victory, but Doom had been on such a roll in recent months that I didn't think there was a tag team in the NWA that could put them away. But it was a missile dropkick off the top that did, and fans, your winners, the Z-Man and Wildfire Tommy Rich. Don't go away, much more World Championship Wrestling after this quick timeout. There you heard from Tully Blanchard making an open challenge to the team that just lost to the Z-Man and Wildfire Tommy Rich Doom. And the Horsemen want the World Tag Team Championship. And Tully Blanchard in the ring against Captain Mike Rotunda with a roller from behind. And Tully better not take Captain Mike for granted. Tully making it to the ropes, but Captain Mike staying on top. Throws Tully into the ropes. And a beautiful power slam. Down goes Tully. Goes for the cover. Rotunda on top. Referee counts 1, 2, and a kick out at 1 by Tully. And Tully Blanchard had a great showing at the Great American Bash. He and Arn Anderson defeated Rick and Scott, the Steiner brothers. And that victory definitely had the Horsemen at least in the minds of the championship committee for a future World Tag Team title match. But I think Tully knows he can't just go around demanding a tag team title match, as Rotunda hits a bulldog and spikes Tully's face down to the mat. Rotunda staying on top and now working the neck of Tully Blanchard. Our main event tonight, of course, is another member of the Horsemen, Barry Windham, as he takes on Sting in a non-title matchup. As Rotunda with a Boston Crab, but Tully able to escape using the power. But Rotunda back in control with a snapmare takeover elbow to the top of the head. And what a victory this would be for Captain Mike Rotunda, as he goes for the cover on Tully. 1, 2, and a kick out of 2 by Tully. I hate to say this because it may sound disrespectful, but Captain Mike Rotunda has been lost somewhat in the shuffle in recent weeks, as he rams the head of Tully Blanchard into the top turnbuckle. Count it 10 times and down goes Tully, who's in a world of trouble. Can Captain Mike Rotunda upset Tully? Tully kicked to the midsection. Clothesline takes down Captain Mike. And a miss of the kick and a roll up from behind. Rotunda has Tully pinned. The referee counts 1, 2, and 3. What an upset! Another upset! We've had 2 upsets thus far in the program! But Captain Mike Rotunda has upset Tully Blanchard! I don't believe it! First it was Tommy Rich and the Z-Man, and now Captain Mike Rotunda with a huge victory over Tully Blanchard, getting back in the win column. And I think this was an oversight on the part of Tully Blanchard. What a huge upset! I mean, don't get me wrong, Captain Mike is a former World Tag Team Champion, a former television champion. But like I said, he's been kind of lost in the pool over the last few months. And Tully's not going to accept that victory and charge into Rotunda in the entrance ramp. Tully now throws Rotunda back into the ring. Come on, the match is over. Rotunda beats you fair and square. Tully has Rotunda, but a spike power driver down. Goes Mike Rotunda. Tully now setting up. Rotunda has him in a front face lock. Takes him over to the ropes. And he's going to hit him with a slingshot suplex. He's up. And there it is. Slingshot suplex down to the mat. What an ungracious loser, Tully Blanchard and his fans. Flying Brian's in action next. Don't go away. And welcome back to World Championship Wrestling as Dirty Dutch Mantel takes on the World Television Champion Flying Brian Pillman. Brian Pillman, of course, was successful in his defense of the World TV title last week at the Great American Bash against Nature Boy Buddy Landell. Beautiful dropkick by Brian Pillman takes down the Dirty One. And this young man, Brian Pillman, on such a roll here in the NWA and World Championship Wrestling. He is a former U.S. Tag Team Champion, now the current NWA World TV Champion. And the sky is the limit for this young man. I know that we have a tendency of putting the word heavyweight after world, as in the World Heavyweight Champion. But Flying Brian, all 225 of them, can definitely be considered a contender to the World Heavyweight Championship currently held by Sting, as Pillman goes for another crossbody, and the veteran savviness of Dirty Dutch Mantel catches him with a body slam and a kick to the back, and Dirty Dutch Mantel slowing down the pace, keeping Flying Brian grounded, while Dirty Dutch Mantel pounds the back of Flying Brian Pillman. And now Dirty Dutch Mantel picks up Pillman. Pillman with a reversal takes over Mantel. Pillman in control, working over Dirty Dutch Mantell. A kick to the midsection. Pillman setting up Mantell, has him in spike pile driver. Down to the mat goes Dirty Dutch Mantell. Pillman climbing the top rope. Could it be that crossbody off the top? He leaps, and misses with a splash. Dirty Dutch Mantell gets his knees up just in the nick of time, and the momentum has changed again. Into the corner goes Pillman, elbow, snapmare takeover. Now Dutch Mantell, second turnbuckle elbow drop to the back of Brian Pillman. And Mantell needs to get on top of Pillman if he wants to win this match. He could have gone for the cover there and may have gotten the pin. And a series of lefts and a right takes down Pillman, and Dirty Dutch Mantell now in control. Could we see another upset? We've already seen the Z-Man and Tommy Rich defeat Doom. As Pillman crossbody into the ring, takes down Dirty Dutch Mantell. Captain Mike defeated Tully Blanchard. Could we see an upset here? Can Dirty Dutch Mantell defeat Brian Pillman in a non-title match? As Pillman climbs the top rope, setting up Mantell. Mantell's down, leaps again, and another splash. Well scouted by Dutch Mantell. The second one misses for Pillman again. And Mantell now, belly to back suplex, get on top of Pillman. He goes for the cover, this match could be over. But Pillman makes it to the ropes. Mantell staying on top of Pillman. A wise veteran maneuver, now working the arm of Flying Brian. And this is a back and forth contest. And Dirty Dutch Mantell with a side headlock on Brian Pillman. An elbow to the midsection, second elbow breaks the maneuver, and Pillman with a running DDT takes down Dutch Mantell. And now Pillman throws Mantell into the ropes, off the ropes, clothesline, takes Mantell down. The momentum changing again for Flying Brian, puts up Dutch Mantell on the top rope. Could it be? He's setting him up, and the top rope, Hurricane Rana takes down Dirty Dutch Mantell. And the fans here at center stage showing their love to the World TV Champion, Flying Brian. And a series of double axe handles to the back of Mantell, and Flying Brian in control. Throws Mantell into the ropes, charges, stalemate. Back elbow by Pillman, punch to the midsection. Pillman has Dutch Mantell lined up, throws him into the turnbuckle, runs, charges, clothesline. Takes down Dirty Dutch Mantell. Pillman going up top again. If it's another splash, Mantell may just have it well scouted. Pillman letting Mantell get back up this time. Could it be the crossbody? It is! Off the top rope! Hooks the leg! Referee counts 1, 2, and 3! And your winner, the World Television Champion, Flying Brian Pillman. What a back and forth match this was. And I thought there was a chance that Dirty Dutch Mantell was going to pull off the upset. But it was not meant to be, as there it is, that crossbody off the top, hooks the leg, and Dirty Dutch Mantell takes the pinfall loss. And your winner, the World Television Champion, Flying Brian. Fans, our main event is next, as Barry Windham wait a second! In the ring, that's Buddy Landell in the ring! Pillman doesn't see him! Landell going to work on Brian Pillman! Landell obviously looking for revenge for that pinfall loss last week at the Great American Bash. Throws his shoulder of Brian Pillman into the ring post, and now choking out Pillman in the corner. The referee trying to get some order here. Buddy Landell attacking Brian Pillman after a hard-fought victory over Dutch Mantell. A stomp to the back, lining up Pillman off the ropes. And when the knee drop, and I think Pillman has been busted open. And Nature Boy Buddy Landell wooing to the crowd. Are you kidding me? fans, we'll be back with our main event next. Don't go away. And there he is, Barry Windham, making his way to the ring. He will take on the World Heavyweight Champion Sting in a non-title matchup. Sting, of course, defeating Nature Boy Ric Flair last week at the Great American Bash, and Ric Flair will not receive another world title opportunity while Sting is the World Heavyweight Champion. And of course, we heard earlier from Tully Blanchard, who said that while Ric Flair cannot challenge for the world title, that doesn't mean that the Horsemen are out to pasture. And Barry Windham looking to put himself in world title contention, and he would do so if he can upset Sting here tonight in this non-title matchup. We've already seen Doom lose to the makeshift team of Wildfire, Time and Rich and the Z-Man, and Captain Mike Rotunda pinned Tully Blanchard as Sting goes for the cover. One, and a kick out at one by Barry Windham. Inside cradle by Sting, has Windham pinned, but the referee out of position. One, and the kick out at one again. Sting staying on top. You'll notice that Woman and Ole Anderson are again at ringside in the corner of Barry Windham, who throws Sting into the turnbuckle. Now Windham tosses Sting halfway across the ring, showing his strength. Misses a clothesline, and Sting takes him down. So Sting may have to battle the rest of the Horsemen and defend that World Heavyweight Championship against any and all comers, of course. And a clothesline in the corner, down goes Sting. Windham in control. Now setting up Sting for a figure four. He has it locked in the middle of the ring. Sting feeling the effects of Barry Windham's figure four, who lets him out of the. I'm not sure I understand that, but Windham staying on the leg and stomping away on the leg and the foot of Sting. And again, Windham staying on the leg, had him in the figure four, but let him out, so maybe he had an idea, but oh, there it is! The claw hold, locked in on Sting! Sting trying to get out of it. A punch to the midsection, second punch breaks the hold. Windham charges, walks into a front face lock. Windham, front face lock by Sting. Sting takes down Windham. Now Sting working the leg of Windham. Goes for the cover. Windham in trouble. One, and a kick out at one by Barry Windham. Barry Windham's a former U.S. heavyweight champion in his own right, a former world tag team champion as well. He would love to add the world title to his collection, his resume. And a victory over Sting tonight would put him near the top of world title contenders. And an elbow drop by Sting takes down Barry Windham. And again, Sting working the leg of Barry Windham, but Windham fighting back with a punch to the midsection. Charges, takes Sting down with a clothesline. Nicely done, as Woman cheers on at ringside. Windham with a kick to the back, has Sting in trouble, stop to the back. And now again a claw hold, this time locked in the middle of the ring. Sting was able to escape the first time. Can he escape this time? Sting positioning his body, and does. Gets to his feet, and a punch to the midsection breaks the hold. Leaping DDT takes down Barry Windham, who wisely rolls to the outside. Sting house to the crowd. And Sting following Windham out. Oh, and Windham takes Sting down with a clothesline. So Windham lures Sting into a false sense of security. Throws Sting into the steps, and down goes Sting. The referee's begun to count up to three. Windham throws Sting into the steps again. And Windham trying to injure the champion. He's not trying to win this match. He's trying to hurt the champion. And watch out for Ole as Sting gets back to his feet, slides back into the ring. Walks right into a forearm by Windham. Windham now, front face lock, up, suplex, down goes Sting. But Sting, right back up. Sting throws Windham into the turnbuckle, runs, charges, Stinger splash. In the corner, Windham goes down. Sting with a Stinger Splash. Takes Windham down. Is not staying on top of Windham. He's letting Barry get back. I don't understand that logic by Sting. Unless it was all an adrenaline rush and maybe Sting not knowing where he is or what he was doing because he had the momentum, but maybe just physically couldn't do it. And now they're back on the outside of Windham. Drops a leg across the throat of Sting. Windham picks up Sting, throws him back into the ring. And a big right hand. Sting is in a world of trouble. Rolls over, Sting goes for the cover. Windham on top. 1, 2, and a kick out of 2 by Sting. What a back and forth match this is. Oh, and there it is. The lariat takes down Sting. Here's a replay. The lariat by Windham takes down Sting. Windham has to go for the cover, and he does. The referee goes all the way around. What was that? 1, 2, and 3. No, Sting gets out. Oh, man, Windham had him pinned. But the referee, for some reason, went all the way around the action. And now Windham with a figure 4 on Sting in the middle of the ring. Windham really sinking it in. Sting trying to fight out, and he does. Sting gets out of the figure 4 and walks into a fist. Sting now takes down Windham. Here comes the Scorpion. And it's locked in the middle of the ring. Can Windham escape? Sting sinks it in, and he cannot. He taps. And your winner, Sting. What a back and forth contest this was. I thought Windham had it won several times. But Sting able to persevere and come back with the Scorpion Deathlock. And Barry Windham had nowhere to go and was forced to tap out. But your winner in this non-title match, Sting. And Sting may just have to go through the 4 horsemen. We know Ric Flair cannot challenge for the world title anymore. But Barry Windham, with his effort tonight, even though it was a losing cause, must have gotten the attention of the championship committee. And I'm sure at some point Windham will have an opportunity down the road. Fans, we thank you so much for joining us here on Gotmark76 this week, 1990. We'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.